Hey, this is Mo, and this is episode 77 out of 100 micro power packed episodes giving you what you need to succeed to grow your book of business and your relationships and your career. Now, we're in this set of now there's 15 videos in a row. We're in this first set of five, and all 15 are talking about meeting new people. Somebody in an organization that you want to meet that can help you grow your book of business and you can help them accomplish their goals. In this set of five, we're focused on targeted, meaning we know exactly who you want to meet. In this exact episode, we're talking about, let's say you've got a friend, somebody that you know personally. You went to business school, law school, they're in your neighborhood, whatever. You're in a group, they go to your church. The person you know on a personal level, they could hire you or they could influence and hire you, but you never broach that topic. Now, if you don't have anybody like that, you don't have to watch this video. No big deal. If you do, pay attention. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. Here's the deal. And here's a trap I want you to avoid. Most people, for some reason, have a mental block on how they can bring about the commercial relationship with this person. But I want you to think of it a different way. Let's say you meet a new client in a commercial setting. They hire you for a lot of things. You have a big impact on their career. Almost everybody would say they try to have a personal relationship with that person. So when it starts commercial first, for some reason, we try to ask that person to dinner. We get the partners or spouses together. We do things. I have clients that take their clients on vacation with them. Like, it's interesting that when we start commercial, almost everybody, 99%, tries to have a little bit more of a personal relationship over time, at least in some way, even if it's a small step. But for some reason, when we start with a personal relationship, people don't want to have a commercial relationship. It makes no sense to me. I want you to think about, if you have commercial solutions that can help this person and their organization, you are harming them by not bringing those up. Or at the worst, you are not helping them to the fullest extent. So get out of the mental barrier that you can't help them. Just get rid of that right away. What you need is a process. So let's say you're at dinner with somebody, a bunch of friends are together, and somebody goes, yeah, I'm dealing with X, Y, and Z. You've talked about some business ideas, but they've never hired you. But you know what their issues are, right? Because you're friends. They trust you because you're friends. So what you might say is, hey, because I have XYZ role at this organization, I get to deploy some of our investments, and we're looking for some clients to invest in. Would it be helpful, remember that from our Give to Get episodes, would it be helpful if I introduced you to so-and-so, our worldwide expert on this topic, and they share with you how they've tackled this kind of thing before? Now, here's the key. You want to make it super easy to opt out. So you say, it's just no big deal at all. If that's not helpful to you, you should feel like, honestly, it's no big deal either way. I could be in this meeting or not in this meeting. It's totally up to you. But I just felt like we have experts that tackle this kind of thing. And I'm sure I know this person well. I'm sure they'd be happy to invest some time sharing with you what other organizations have done to be successful at this. So notice what we did there. Let's decode it. There's a give to get offer. You know how to do that. We've covered that in prior episodes. You make it ridiculously easy to opt out. Choose your own words. I stumbled over mine in that role play a little bit, but you get the idea. It's no big deal. It's an investment. And you make it super easy to opt out. We call that a golden bridge. Offer the golden bridge to opt out. And you can decide ahead of time. I give an either or in my role play there, but you can decide ahead of time whether you think it's good for you to be there or not good to be there. And you can just suggest that. So if it's not, or if you don't feel comfortable with that, just say, hey, I don't even have to attend. I just really, really like her. I really like you. And I think you two would hit it off. The other thing that's really important there is, notice we didn't try to sell anything. We didn't try to talk about a project. It's too early for that. Just talk about making an investment. I think especially when we're talking about this friends to clients method, is you want the friend to suggest hiring you, as opposed to you to suggest hiring you. Now, there are certain friends you can just lean in and go, well, we do that. You could totally do that. I've seen people do that when it's appropriate. You should. But for most cases, it's easier to introduce to the expert and let your friend decide after that. If they fall in love with their big brain and their process, then, hey, they can hire them and you're not even there, or maybe you're there to help facilitate or make sure it goes well on the back end or whatever. But the key is, don't hesitate. offer an idea to invest. Don't try to sell anything, just make it a normal give to get offer. And then lastly, make it really easy for them to opt out. What we find, and anecdotally in working with our clients, is most people accept it because A, they already trust you, and B, you're not trying to sell anything. You're just putting a couple people together to offer a real powerful give to get. Remember, a definition is give to get. It's valuable for the other person. It's valuable for the other person. It's relatively speaking easy for us, at least relative to the work that could be hired for. And then lastly, it leads to a next step. So a great give to get is the perfect way to transition a friend into a potential client. And I'll lead you with this. Again, that trap I want you to avoid is doing someone a disservice if you can help them and you don't offer it. So I usually don't have moments of silence in these videos. I try to make them pack a punch, but think about that for a little bit. You're doing somebody a disservice if you can help them and you don't. So get past yourself if you've been thinking that way. Make the offer, tweak what I suggest in a way that works great, great, great for you. And whatever you do, make that offer and then see where it goes. Disconnect yourself from the outcome. Doesn't matter if it turns into a new client or not, but you offer to be helpful. And that's why we're on the planet. All right. So link down below. I did a great interview with Josh Kaufman. He's a great friend, one of my favorite people on the planet. He wrote the book Personal MBA. It's sold over 1 million copies. Like, it is so good. And Josh talks a lot about trust. In this particular video, I think it's really important the way that if you want to dig deeper, click on that link down below, because it's really interesting how Josh thinks about trust. And I just think it's just great for this episode when you're thinking about your friends. All right, I'll leave you with that. And as with all these videos, I hope this one helps you help your clients succeed.